Hi everyone, welcome to today's Advent Door and welcome to Stonehaven. Today we're going to be thinking a little bit about music that sticks with you, whether it's either the words or arrangements that somehow manage to get their way under your skin. Today's carol is just one such song that has a really powerful impact upon people. Well, it certainly does for me, to the point that it is actually my favourite Christmas carol. Now, the song I'm talking about is John Mason Neale's 1851 translation of a Latin hymn, Veni, Veni, Emmanuel. Can you guess what it is? It's right, it's of course, O come, Emmanuel. It was paired with a haunting melody. The melody itself has its roots in France around the 15th century. Aside from that, we don't know a huge amount about it, other than it was uncovered in the 1960s in a book of manuscripts around burial chanting. Hardly the building blocks for something that's going to be a classic Christmas song, a favourite carol. The anonymous tune paired with a Latin text has become a perennial Christmas favourite. But why? On the surface, it doesn't seem like an obvious choice for a favourite carol, or even a Christmas song at all. For one, it's just that little bit too dark, that little bit too moody. And secondly, it doesn't actually mention anything that we normally think about at Christmas time. There are no angels heralding, no shepherds watching their flocks by night, no magi bringing gifts, and not even a mention of the manger scene, the most important part of Christmas at all, right? But what it does do, however, is draw us into the message of the prophets. We join with them in their message of hope, of longing and desire to be brought out of that dark place of exile, to be restored to the love of God, the mercy of God, and be enveloped in His peace. The people of God had to wait a long time to be restored from exile, and longer still for the Saviour to be born. This carol brings us alongside them in this long longing, this long wait for the King to come. In the hymn, we journey through a pattern of lament into petition, into rejoicing in the promised coming. Each verse allows you to join with the people of God throughout history in calling out for God's presence, to be present in a place of distance or separation from Him. And you do so firm in the knowledge that not only is restoration coming, but His presence and protection will abide with them and with us. It is a reminder that although things might be difficult, joy is coming. And as tricky as it might be, we need to constantly rejoice in what He has done for the people of God in the past, what He is doing now, and for what He will do in the future. And that is something that we can find peace in, especially in this most unusual of Christmas. The most unusual many of us will ever experience. So today, why don't you carve out a little bit of time in your day? Look up a version of this song. And I say a version because there are many out there. You can have your pick, whatever speaks most to you. Whether that's a classic choir belting it out, whether it's a lone voice singing in an empty church. You might want something a little bit more poppy and upbeat to try and counteract the darkness of the melody. Simply, you might just want someone singing a cappella. How about the music just on its own? So you can sit and read the words. Find yourself your comfy chair, curl up, spend some time listening and rejoicing in the fact that Emmanuel has come for thee.